was 11 when she met John Smith. He'd arrived to help establish the Jamestown colony, built right on Pocahontas' father's land, chief of the Powhatan people. At first, the chief remained unaggressive and traded with them, and he soon realized that these trespassers were not very smart. They'd built their fort in a poor location, they couldn't seem to grow or even gather food at all, their guns were impressive but slow and not a match at all to an archer. So he sent several delegations to the brave explorers, and provided them with food. Pocahontas was part of these groups, and as she had not yet reached puberty and was thus still a child, she was always naked. Anyway, winter hit and no delegation had come with food for the white guys, so John Smith was sent to find Chief Powhatan. He was captured, and a great feast was held in the longhouse. For dessert, John's head was shoved on a stone and a club was raised to beat in his skull when suddenly Pocahontas threw herself between him and the executioner, pleading for his life. Anyway, that's the version John told years later. The story he told in a letter sent right afterwards was that he was treated well, fed, talked with, and then let go. During their meeting, John told the chief that their ship had broken down and that they were only there waiting for rescue. So the chief agreed to continue to supply them, yet when the next ship came, it instead brought more weapons and more settlers. Rightfully pissed, the Powhatans stopped sending food and cut off communication with them. Jamestown began to starve. The colonists who had come were quote-unquote gentlemen and refused to do farm work. Eventually, they ate all their farm animals, then their pets, then the rats, and then yes, they resorted to cannibalism. But more settlers came in the spring and they rebuilt. As for Pocahontas, they captured her in the hopes that her father might feed them again. She was assaulted and then given to a Puritan pastor who English-fied her, and ultimately she became a Christian, baptized as Rebecca. She married a white guy named John Rolfe, and they had a son. Their union was credited for a time of peace between the natives and colonizers called the Peace of Pocahontas. She went to England, met the Queen, died of tuberculosis, and was buried there.